kurwa igasi gitaseni kiga Kyominto TV. Uyu no muroberio origeti gukumanyia kogosemia na boigo gukorokereria andonsi ya gukorekana imeyense yabwatekaine ne chisemi richiko siasa oboremi chigaseti na boigo ebitage biri bigendete gukorekana imeyense asuborai na siasa cy'umwaka o 2027. Bwata etariki keraritu kuna nje chefasra temo imeyo muroberio oboka no yominto erinde bwesemie na boigo bwemanyie amange aya okorekana imeyense. Ne omwanchi omorigereria aye no monchoreria gose omorandia gose omorokia gose omonyagitari otagete emirimo yao enyare kumanyekana gochia asa abantu abange. Bono egetaseni Kyominto TV nigo kyo kwari bagarigiye mono erinde kobeka ebiasara bya asembeo erinde binyare kumanyekana asa abantu abange. Bono etoke nigo bwate eduka yokonia amariogo gose chemistry otware eduka yokonia mariogo yetugo gose chindagera chietugo eye manyekaine buna agrofet gose esukuru yao otagerio kobeka umoroberio o asembeo asenchira eyemo aseyemo gose live coverage inyoranga TV Oyominto nigo ego kwari baga ya bene kigima erindo nyare kobeka umoroberio asembeo bekaritangazo ria asembeo wetera asegetaseni kigabuganchite ya TV Oyominto.
Iyi Oyominto TV egetacho kiamangana amanuke.
Wairire bya omoncho burigeri bwegetasene Kyominto TV aramisi ya rero ni ngongo kwariganya semesa ya Amayia Chinsa Ibere erinkumanya gendrete ime ya chingongo chonsi chense nchengoro kumatha Kwamboka kabamo nenche guchakira bonega wikomwerio Ntarachi guchaka Amayia omurigeri gongo engende ukunyira nga eduka ya Uhuru Superstores gotoka samaga cha JM Towers imiyomochi obosongo nigo ere chinsemo chia eyo otare chinsemo echo aseduke yu boigore account ya lipa mdogo mdogo wakanere ebintu bya ngora gogokora no bakoretera gwika asore nonya no bwate besa gose no regari no bwate besa tari lazima oigore account lipa mdogo mdogo na bakogenda gari ogore ebintu biriya bechi hardware boigo na general shop. Nigo togochaka Amayia kurase county ya Kisii ekarabono lituko lya rero abangina boigo na boiboli kuro chinsemo che county ya Kisii mono abangina ababoraka nigo banyora check asomurubiro yoragwa nomo governor we county ya Kisii umusike Paul Simbarati ekarabono anyara kuba chichek echigo chigosira abana babo ase amasomo oyu omuwakilisha governor we county ya Kisii no mwaziri bochisemi imeye county ya Kisii oyubono oyira chicheke chu wachi ase abasabati abo echichira bakonye gosira abana kerebono babangire kwigura eskuru ase tamu ya gatatu osakito brand bichangana robota senchira yobekirano
none gare kireri grade 10 igona akire mbuya mono ase omwezimi wa okerio asogo tokonya na intwa bataka tosomeria abana
asakitangani kibasi kyonse kyanga 7 million asa kibasa 7 million tokarudi tangani kibasa kinyinge sana kigatigara 145,000 ekitwaira bono iga abana 28 bali totoban na pasi ovan inaloja kwa tebi our epo governor iga agendera komenda chibesa se chipase
ngati ya baibuli banyala ko baba gukwana negetasene kyo minto kurwase jibunge cha machoge barona machoge chache asibanyala ko baba kwirane serikali ya kaunti ya Kisii bakurawana Paul Simbarati na kubana nimbuya muno hasengenje kurwa chipasari gucha saborokiwa ba grade 10 omuhaziri w'ekibesa se serikali ya kaunti ya Kisii niganyara ko bagago wakirisha mugabana bwe kaunti ya Muske Simbarati aseyo kurwa wasemero cha baibuli banyala ko bako beka ebirengera byabaso kubasira borokiwa boigo nigaerera inchira chipasari che raundi ye chanyara kuba chikorwegwa guchasa borokiwa ba grade 10
lero tole basoti sengera kwaena na ji basari chicheki no chialenge chinke abantu understand tinga chirishinde ebesa ne nyinge bairete balance ya bereka chicheki chiale kurwe mostly se county na depends on the balance ili atigalete. Mostly it's like to concentrate more on toto ovens and ovens just because she has a child in the
na mparoro romuna baiga bona kwa toire chakiyeyiga mbali torendete abana baita chinyaruka chire nyomba jani chisira sitiko anda gozi
manu mwisa komento iganyore check pasari yechire bwisana
mwamsie bwense moyamba borabu eyo gotoka machoge borabu county ya Kisii omoske bichisuma kwae nigali irabuna asomwa ko wechibesa aba MC ni goba bekensemo boigona serikali ya kaunti ya Kisii ni wanya ko ba ko bekensemo chibesa chanya ko bachigusira abana bonsi bechi secondary imeye kaunti ya Kisii
Skerubo makwae omweshimiwa we wodi kurukwa ngomba be kutoka machoge bora constituency asiritukulia lero tarehe 13 mambichu aramisi tuanyara chipasari checks asaba na grade 10 baichile chipasari forms elinde abana ba guchi chicheki chekera baba yuli bachira bairira abana bona abana bakwirele kumwe holiday ochinka ochi school porunka ochi school baire bachikokiliera chifisi babwate chitamwe bande nabo bare bataba ngatoe form 3 and 4 to grade 10 lakini era kaini system grade 10 era captured abo ibuli baga ogetega igana ndi nabatangasira batayina se financial year chibesa ntwete budget asenda wanafunzi bonse prive secondary bakuchikonyora chipasa reforms baje baicholi banyala nende chicheki elinde amasomo abaibuli bachandegete elinde koruka as county government abaibuli banyala chibesa basomeli abana
kurwase ebunge ya machoge church na machoge borabu imeye kaunti ya Kisii kuripotera tasiniki yo Minto TV Intim Brian Bichanga
Numusaye oyomo we miaka 19 kurwase chinsemo cha bumwangamo imeye bunge ya North Mugirango imeye county Nyamira nigo atoka ritukulia lero gaitire no mubero yo gosibwa chingoli kare gitirianda nigo bono as atoka chinsemo chiria cha Bundo imeye ward ya township chinsemo chio cha Nyamira kirabona abanyanyimbo baira umubere asenkendu ya Nyamira boigo nigo tebeka nigo batebanga musayo obereka okagerwa gukora ibikoro byo bwibi ase chinsemo cyo Nyamira nigo abekiri byara ase asabereka gosoka lyoka mayega yo gotoka ritukulia lero gaitire
Sira boke bambi mongino ndocha teranta ke tonzo muagende gasi namonte ya tonzo muachita matanga ngesa ineiga na matanga chiete tarakora ki taracha karachita matanga igagocha bon mambi ocha onte ya magoro bona igweto monto gakora ga ngesa ine para ruguraria ago itu para pakabune metaga nyagoteba ya moko ngitaboza gakinje na matanga nkuru kimoko mboli gakina matanga nkuru Zibona mabona na sokire ko chi para iga na nyoro mongino ndo krokwerana amanya gonte ano kirete ga onsamuni ga iteire ko chibundo mate ni ga kole irororo na nyorero mwana ona na baitire ga kyazibire roje chingori aitire dali korukara kire bora tara ko zali gento kyamboto na juzi gamba bote tu juzi nembonere yazira rogora bagatera rero irete bakairuko chipolisi akiba tokana tali bora boirete akasiborwa na kasali yaro kireta na usali to kya buto
na kya karo
Clinton yonzo
amasomo ayena kya somete skuru wona yeje
nabona mwa ikirega abanyana batokirire ndenga mbama eto mwana bono ntoma tinga nebikona byabeire bundeye no abantu bakare goitwa bare tubabe kuroche yaita bundo abande bagosambo basambira ubundo bano hino mu cyano tubugato mukongu nande tukumeti nando ebikone abangina kura naende egakoreka tokegikerie kiba abantu bagoitwa nda baiterware tari gocha seita ebine bikone nande kogoteino na abana baitonganya no bosari bokare mwararire bibi akorirwe mochiero koboko gwake mosie bakuru batebete egera nari no na matukara asukarara yaikire buno gukora kende no kominwe bugati oitu igonga tara nencherere ngija nandro yogo tara nere manyanga kimo tara nere na kiakororokana igona ara yitobwate nebikone nande no gokuminga gete mwararira nche onkoro ku positive elinda negativu boikwa oyo tamanyeti abankoro ku
omongino minto chigotori cha ukari gotamagocha naki ba minto umwana nanyorire muina ukari gonte ngumuntu aitire rocha iga enatamire namugori no mumaete yaye na inje ngari gocha ngoika gaki abana baito moroche ekere nto kobekera mwana uyu mugaso nto kumanya nyasa umanyete nto kumunachera kina nyasaye bwe katika mona cherekina keise ko bangana abantu bakora bari bakora igana baro nyasaye tako ba omorembe yaikira abana b'abantu bago itubuna chingiti mogo tiga nyasaye bwe ka bana cherekina na kinate na ntoko na chera bana kina ntoko na chero mwana oyo kuro sibire rocha abune mbori buna gosa akora bo bentu ntoko manya
Nomora ebwense twa Kenya umusiko William Ruto litukorerero nigo asanga nabasaye gwetanya chiri bwisano abona baya ko bakobekerwa echigutwa na kusawa ase wizara iliyoporendi nse ya KDF Chinsa mochiria cha Eldoret ni gwanya nako bakagoteba nga aba obisabu nigo batakiri gukora egasi yabo korengana na machiko boyigo mna babere bagosoma ase mintini babere bagokora amayegerio Chinsa moicho boyigo nigo ateba ense to ya Kenya nigo ere maiso kweneka nga okugania kwaye mno morebwense no kweneka nga bosio wa Vision 2030 nigo akagiringa ense to ya Kenya teko bamnere amatuko abono
kwanza ya mwendo wa kinyonga inavyoshuhudiwa uwanjani ikiwa Cheyech na Mheshimiwa Rais wameshabadilisha kwenye awamu ya pili ya mwendo wa kasi vilevile wanakuja kutoa heshima.
From this day your choices carry weight beyond yourselves. The uniform gives you authority. It also imposes obligations. Serve with courage. Serve with discipline. Serve with restraint.
These new soldiers are inheriting a proud legacy. The Kenya Defence Forces is respected across the continent and beyond for outstanding professionalism, discipline and service. From securing our borders to peacekeeping regionally and across the globe.
Nomo PS kuro ase wizara yoburendi waime Mosque Raymond Omolo nigo bono litukwerero akwa nabalikiba mangana bosio bwense yaituko yarigania aso bochori bori bosio ni igwanya kubaga kwenekiria abakenya nga eserikali ngochere kwenekia nga nkobekere ngutingiro bolendi gocha asekero mu Kenya kirobono kiro muntu ayaga agende tukuyarigania kubochora abaraye bari bono batagete babaraye ase obochori bori bosio boigo ni gabori abasaye tibancha gutume kwa bobe n'abaraye gose n'abantu gosalia omorembe uyibono eserikali yabangire.
Elections, what must be done during elections, as well as what has to be done after the election. The good thing is not the first time this country is going into an election. So we have a lot of experience, even going back to the last election of 2022, where our security actors did their very best, and with a lot of support with many actors, including our development partners. Actually, earlier this morning, I chaired the National Steering Committee that is overseeing the program that we have launched today. There are other components that we discussed about, the issues around cohesion, the issues around civic education, including the Uyano platform that is being led by NCIC, which worked for us very well in the last election. We are revamping that process so that we can be able to have conversations and also to appeal and engage the rest of the public, including the political leaders who will be contestants in the coming election. So the confidence and the assurance I can give the country is that we have an elaborate strategic plan that is going to guide our security deployment before the elections, during the elections, and also after the election. Thank you. There are definitely a lot of things that are happening in terms of addressing the challenge of Gunism, or basically criminal acts, if you may, across the country. Whether it involves our young people, whether it involves the political leadership, or whether it involves all the other actors in that ecosystem. My point, and this has been reiterated by His Excellency the President, that any criminal element or criminal act that is either related to politics or political contestation will not be tolerated. And we have done the profiling of goons. There is already active engagement that the police is undertaking to deal with those criminal elements. But most importantly, we need to also, as a country, deal with a number of other things that might provide an enabling environment for our young people to get involved in criminal acts. And some of those includes what we are doing today. We give our young people, those who are vulnerable, an opportunity to be skilled, to be able to have their own livelihood, take care of their own lifestyle, their livelihood, and to positively contribute to the development of this country. And at the same time also encourage and challenge the political leaders not to take advantage of the vulnerability of our young people, to want to use them to engage in criminal acts. And lastly, to also just to appeal to our young people that we should not allow ourselves to be misused by any political player for their own selfish interest. And I think broadly, as a country, we must have a culture of tolerance, so that we must have different opinions, because that is what our democracy dictates. Let everybody canvass what their issues are without any intimidation, without resorting to violence. And we must also allow our police to do their work, just like other independent institutions like NCIC, who have a role to play, including the
Omuriki we kiama kia DCP voigo oyo Roma Seneta we county ya Nyandarua umuske John Methu ritukoria rero nigo akwana na bariki bamangana asanyara kubaga kuba mamincha guseka gakogenda mamincha ne chinkwana chumura bwense umuske William Ruto asabona goteba kurengana nerega kurigire egasi umurebwe nsakore ase miaka kurwa sota soborai agoteba ngatai tarayikirania chira chiria rwete kerabono arenge kurwa chi campaign nigobono agoteba abakenya abange nigobobote maburi guche ase serikali ya Kenya Kwanza nki na kera esoke gosenkera oroki na negasi yakorere kurwa basote asoborai
allegedly associated with those in power, which allegation is false. Identify it and provide the evidence on abductions, disappearances, and killings. How many cases have been reported since 2022? How many have been investigated? And how many people have been successfully prosecuted? On the manifesto, of all the promises William Ruto made to the people of Kenya in 2022, which one, just one, which one has been delivered after 4 years? Publish the scorecard. The biggest question, if William Ruto deserves another term, what precisely is the measurable improvement in the life of an ordinary Kenyan after his 4-year presidency? Secondly, we have had one of them hope from one media house to another, from a press conference to another, saying that His Excellency Rigathi Gachagua was in government. Yes, His Excellency Rigathi Gachagua was right inside government. Precisely. That does not invalidate what he's saying. In fact, if anything, it makes the matters he is raising more deserving of your answers. If a former deputy president, having served inside an administration, tells the people of Kenya that certain things have happened, were happening, or are happening, the question is not whether he was there. The question is what he is saying true or false? On the economy, stop giving us speeches and infertile arguments that more Kenyans are taking soda and therefore the economy is good. Kenyans don't eat speeches. Kenyans want money in their pockets. The economy must be felt in people's pockets, in their homes, shops, farms, and workplaces. Don't just tell Kenyans the economy has grown. Tell us, are Kenyans saving more? Are they keeping more of their salaries after tax? Are businesses making more money? Are farmers earning better returns? Are young people finding jobs? Are fewer families borrowing merely to survive? The consumption of soda has only increased because of its consumption in State House. This is what William Ruto feeds his delegations in State House. The discussion of Mr. Ruto at 4 is not a Rigathi versus Ruto's MPs. This is a government being asked to account to the people of Kenya for his 4 years in office. It is a question of 55 million Kenyans versus one man who has decided to single-handedly sink our nation. The following issues remain unanswered. Number one, on police brutality and goonism, we ask, why did you have to kill Gen Zs on the 24th and the 25th of June 2024 and during the Sabasaba protests? Why were they abducted? Why were they tortured? Why did others disappear? Why are members of the Fourth Estate being harassed? On the 23rd of October 2022, who fatally shot journalist Arshad Sharif, a prominent Pakistan investigative journalist and news anchor? Was Dr. Kiza Besigye abducted in Kenya or not? Was he abducted by the Kenyan authorities or not? On the church, why haven't the attackers of the Waitima ACK Church and Mweki and Kasarani PCA been arrested?
Magega yo muraibu enseto ya Kenya gukwanira ense na korwa emibango eibono abwate yense bosio bwe vision ya 2030 nigo abaigiriri bae bakoragwa na Faruk Kibet baisokire na kuboria abakenya bonse kubwata eganga yomorai bwense yetu William Ruto na kumukonya kwenye ikirania na sensemo yae umuriki we wizara y'oburendi bwa Muske Raymond Omolo nigo atebanga kerobono ainsemo iria yalinda mwananchi yabangire gochia asetaro chinsemo chiria cha Homa Bay nigo gotebe serikali ngochire ko baenekeria oburendi chinsemo icho.
Everybody has a right to go to any part, any corner of the country and canvass their issues. And the public, I think, are also smart enough to read between what the political players say and do. As a PS in charge of internal security, the position is very clear. Everybody is free to go anywhere. While at it, the expectation is that we must observe law and order.
Kenya ambaye imeungana. Tunaona ni vizuri wa Kenya ungane. Tunaona mazungumzo ambaye rais ameanzisha leo, tuunge sisi zote. Ningependa tuwapigie makofi yale wanafanya Nairobi. Nataka watu ambaye wanafikiria Kenya beyond 2060. Kuna watu wengine, Wakenya wengine wanafikiria kuwakawanya Wakenya sasa hivi, na tumewajua kwa majina. Wanapoteza wakati wao. Tuungane mkono kama Wakenya, tuangalie watu wengine wa chini vile huyu chief ni wa chini, na tuone wengine ambao wako na uwezo, tuweze kuishi kama Wakenya.
Korwabo mwancho murigeri nongo korera Amayia Chinsa Ibere litukoria rero ria aramisi na bogoto ikera sensemo ya Facebook na TV Ominto Chinsa mochiria cha YouTube Ominto TV Kenya na sa website ya www.omintonews.com Nchengoro ko matha Kwamboka nkumwa kirambi yamono umudirector ni Cosmas Mariga asokweneke eri ogine chibicha ria gwikire asentira yobwikirano twaro butukobuya.
Iyi Noyo Minto TV egetacho kiamangana manuke.